Hello viewers, I hope you all are doing well. So viewers, our main topic video is algebra. In this video we discuss about algebra. Algebra is a branch of mathematics dealing with symbols and the rules for manipulating those symbols. In elementary algebra, those symbols today written as a Latin and Greek letters represent quantities without fixed values known as a variable. Just as sentence describe just as sentences describe relationships between specific words, in algebra equations describe relationships between variables. Take the following example: I have two fields that total 100 square yards. Yield for each field are 2 by 3 gallon of grain per square yard and 1 over 2 gallon per square yard. The first field gave 500 more gallons than the second. What are the areas of each field? I have two fields, and it's a popular notation that such problems were invented to torment students, and this might not be far from the truth. This problem was from far from the truth. This problem was almost certainly written to help students understand mathematics, but what's special about it? It is nearly 4,000 years old according to Jacques Sessions. Nearly 4,000 years old according to Jacques History of Algebra AMS 2009. This problem is based on a Babylonian clay tablets circa 1800 BC, Museum of the Ancient Near East. Since these roots in ancient Mesopotamia, algebra has been central to many advances in science, technology, and civilization as a whole. The language of algebra has varied significantly across the history of all civilization to inherit it. Today we write the problem like this: x plus y is equal to 1800. X की power 2 by 3 minus 1 over 2, y is equal to 500. The letters x and y represent the areas of the fields. The first equation is understood simply as adding the two areas gives a total area of 1800 square yards. The second equation is more subtle. Since x is the area of the first field, and the first field had a yield of 2/3 of a gallon per square yard. 2 by 3x, meaning 2/3 times x, represent the total amount of grain produced by the first field. Similarly, 1 by 2 y represent the total amount of grain produced by the second field. Since the first field gave 500 more gallons of grain than the second, the difference between the first field's grains 2 by 3x and the second field grains 1 by 2y is equal to 500 gallons. Of course, the power of algebra is not in coding statement about the physical world. Computer scientist and author Mark Jason Dominus writes on his blog, "The universe of discourse. In the first phase, you translate the problem into algebra, and then in the second phase, you manipulate the symbols almost mechanically until the answer pops out as if by magic. While these manipulations rules derive from mathematical principles, the novelty and non-scripture nature of turning the crank or plugging and chugging has been noticed by many students and professionals alike. Here we will solve this problem using techniques as they are taught today. And as a disclaimer, the reader does not need to understand each specific step to historical significance, and the fact that we are able to solve the problem without any guesswork will inspire inexperienced readers to learn about these steps in greater detail. Here is the first equation again: x plus y is equal to 1800. We solve this equation for y by subtracting x from each side of equation. Y is equal to 1800 minus Now we bring the second equation, 2 by 3x minus 1 over 2y is equal to 500. Since we found 1800 minus x is equal to y, it may be substituted into the second equation. So this is our topic, what is algebra and the history of algebra. I hope you like this video.